Hey everybody, it's Cynthia with Including You Journals. I hope you're doing well, and I'm glad that you stopped by for this journaling adventure. At least I hope it will be a little bit. This may be a short video. I'm just simply sharing. I've been to a local antique store, and sometimes I have found good luck with finding some paper ephemera that I can pull back and use in my journals. I found a ledger one time when I went. It was an 1880 something, 84, I believe was the earliest date, through like maybe 1901 the ledger went. I'm not sure, but it covered several years. And I found that in Virginia one time, and I had been looking for 4 years for a ledger and was thrilled when I came across that. But my local antique mall has some pretty good vendors and a couple that deal with paper, vintage papers and antique papers, and I love it when I can find something. So I am just going to, I have created pockets, and I've torn some things out of some diaries and journals that I will try to tell you the dates on, and I'm going to put these in. I'm not going to do very much decorating. One little piece that I have decorated, I've already completed that, but I want to just kind of look at where they might go into this journal that I'm creating. And one of the ones that I want to use, this is actually a page out of that journal. It's a digital though. This is not the real journal page. This is a digital from that I have begun using. But one of the things that I sometimes find is these stereo, I don't know what they're called. I had a lady tell me what they were, and then I've forgotten. They're what would be put in a viewfinder a long time ago to be able to see in 3D effect. This is called A Quiet Street in Gibraltar. There's not anything on the back except for the penciled price. So I could use this as a journaling card as is, but it's good and thick, so I'm going to use it as a pocket. This is my last signature, so I don't know if I want it on this side, and I don't think I do. I do want it on the inside. It helps make that last page of the signature a little stronger. And you can see that I have worked on a card already from a piece of that encyclopedia paper. That's from the early 1900s. And I'll place this in for a tuck. I could go ahead and make it a pocket. I'm not much of a pocket person though. I really like tucks, and I tend to make a tuck way before I ever, excuse the reach, way before I ever think about making a pocket. And I think the reason is because I don't have to worry about what fits into that pocket after I've made it. You know, we have to struggle so much when we make a pocket. If something doesn't fit just right, we have to go back and cut it down and whatever. You don't have to do that if you make a ticket. This is just encyclopedia page, tri-folded. I've put a little piece of, what is that? Coffee, tea, or tea stain paper on the back for journaling. I'm feeling a little bit of not dried glue, so I'm not going to put them in there right yet, but I will just show you this is what I would do. And I didn't make a tag out of them. I've just left it as a little card that I can put back there. And I put a little piece of doily on the top so that I could pull it out easily. I am going to leave this aside to dry, and maybe I can pull it back by the time we finish doing what we're doing. Okay, so working backward, I think I have something I want in one journal, and then in one signature, and then maybe again in another signature. This little piece was $2. It's just an advertisement, Clark's Mile End Spool Cotton. So to me, that's already decorated. I don't want anything on it, but I am going to use it as another tuck. And I'll show you in a second what I'm going to put in this little tuck. It is from I thought it was like a mid-century, hold on, sorry. My glue is starting to drip and I can't do it one-handed. Okay. And what I thought I had found from the little antique mall there that I like to go to locally, I thought, I'm out of art glitter, folks, sorry. So it's just taking me another minute. And buddy, that tacky glue, I don't know if this tacky glue, I can't remember if it dries. I haven't used it to put anything in a journal in so long because I usually use it to tape, or not tape, but glue down the journal material before, on the covers before I sew it. So I just simply can't recall what it does, but I don't want to leave it undried or wiped off here because I want to make sure that I don't leave that little glazy. I do not like that little glaze that glue can sometimes leave when we apply it to something. Okay, so I thought this was mid-century, from a little mid-century diary, or it actually didn't even have diary on it. I think the word on there was reminders, but look at this, I found 2/11/29, so 1929, and it's written in pencil. I wish it were in ink, and the backside has a little bit of journaling space, but I just thought it'd be something kind of fun to stick in that place. Really older items, and I really wanted to use that. Okay, let me stick something here just in case that glue is not quite dried while we go forward. And go forward to here, and this time I found a great postcard. I thought this was from England, but once I sat down and looked, it is from Nashville, Tennessee, at Belle Bennett Memorial at Scarlett College. I believe I'm seeing that correctly with my glasses on. Scarlett College, Nashville, Tennessee. Dear Irene, and then you can read someone's typed on an old typewriter there. It's wonderful. Yours, Alice Ann, and how cool is that? And the date on this is 1947 is when it was postmarked. And am I seeing 1 cent? Oh my goodness. How cheap things have gone through now. And I really was going to use this as a tuck, but I can't because it's written on and someone will have to read that. So I did find an older one. This is of the Swanee River, and there's nothing written on it. So I'm going to use this as a tuck. Wish it was wide enough to use as a pocket. How cool would that be? Okay, but this then will just fit behind here is what my idea is going to be. And the reason I picked this card, this postcard, was because in Alice Ann's writing, she's saying about an uncle, she hopes she's going to be able to hear another song the next time that she sees him. And so here we have the lyrics to Swanee River, and I thought that might be cute. And did I just put glue on it in the wrong way? I did. But that's not going to bother anybody because I'm going to come over here and put it in. I'm going to go up a little bit further to help with the, everything gets, we put everything in the corners, or I do, tend to anyway. And I don't want to necessarily do that. And you know what? You could put this in a journal like this so that you see the picture, or you could put it in like this, and I'm going to leave it just like that because I love it. Maybe you want it over so that it's hidden and keeps that there is a hidden message in there. No problem, you do that. Okay, and I'm going to go on now over to the first signature. And look how pretty that is. This is just a piece of tissue paper that has been embossed. I like that. Pretty little green bird and some flickering of, not paint, but I believe that is distress ink, if I'm not mistaken. So here is this cute little girl, and she is also a Clark's Mile In spool cotton. just an advertisement there. So we're going to use her. And I am rethinking putting it on this side of the page because I think I would like her to be on this opposite side. This looks like a good place to put it. Let's see if I can pull that in a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to come right up over here. And I'm sorry for doing this offline or out of screen way. But I have my tacky glue, and I am not doing so well with it. The bottle is just large enough that it is not helping me very much. So here is Clark's Mile In Spool Cotton. Right here in the center of the page as well. And I'm going to come back in and use another page. And I don't believe that there was any kind of date on this, but you'll have the date on that 1929 page back in the back. So maybe this will work right there. And I do like that that side is blank. If you want to write on it, you can. Okay, and then we want to go back and just see how this is doing. Not here, but make sure it's down. It is down. This card. Good, I don't feel the glue there. I'm not feeling glue here. Just a cute little old book page. This book page is from an encyclopedia from the early 1900s. I'm not sure when this card was made, when they did the viewfinders. But now we have that. I love that. That old, that's really pretty. The patina on that is really pretty. And I like these colors in the pinks and greens. And we just continue that right on even with this postcard here. And then with the little girl ad up in this first section. Okay, so not a lot of decorating to do. Not a lot of cutting and whatnot. But just a little idea of even these little books like this. And this is... okay, this is the reminders out of which I pulled the 1929 paper and the other one that didn't have a date. We can find little books like that and be able to use those papers. I can use that in a collage and in the future and use it for cards or pockets or whatnot. Even these little advertisements. Yes, it makes your journal a little more expensive, but it's putting the really old stuff there, and you're not necessarily using a digital. So here we have an old postcard, and here we have another one from 1947. Not sure when this one was produced, but we have that. Again, not sure when the stereo card was produced, but we have a nice old viewfinder card there that we could use. I love it. How cool is that? Okay, thank you for joining me. I hope you'll go to your antique mall, look around for those paper ephemera pieces. I even found a stack of old tax records from the 1940s one time, and the paper was it was patinaed very well like this, even though it was 1940. And so it turned out to be a good find for about $10. I had lots of old papers that I could use either for journaling or to use in creating my cards and pockets and my cards or whatnot. Hope you have a great idea for what you found today, and I hope you'll go do some of the same thing. Have a wonderful week this week. We are into the month of June. How wonderful. If your school isn't out yet, it probably will be soon. And I'm hearing the kids outside more and more, lots of ball playing, lots of things going on in the neighborhood and in the, I have a greenway back behind my house, so hearing people over there and chattering and children and bike riding is a lot of fun for me this time of year, so I'm glad it's all coming out and I can still hear that. All right, choose joy. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.